Hi, Dr. Anida. This is our group presentation. There are 4 members in our group, Yihan, Miao, Shen Xiaoya, and me, Bai Jin. So our topic is benchmarking in education. Okay, first, let's study what is the benchmarking. Benchmarking is a tool that was used in business via the partners and competitors and the adaptation of their good practices. Gradually, benchmarking became very popular among Japanese businessmen and consequently all over the world. It has been introduced into the field of education in 1991. It has brought a lot of benefits to college or university construction and improvement. Gradually, benchmarking began to spread rapidly in the field of education.
And when it comes to why we choose the benchmarking system in education, I conclude 4 main reasons, and they are also the purpose. The first one is called quality measurement. Quality measurement is of great importance. Everyone in the educational system must pay more attention to it. And the second one is the continuous enhancement. As we know, the schools are not only teaching organizations, but also learning ones. They should adopt different models and tools for the continuous enhancement. So the benchmark with its great advantages can be one of the options. And third one is to meet requirements. The practice of educators must be examined to meet the requirements of their communities and also the pedagogical principles. And the last one is to compete locally or globally. The benchmarking system is a fabulous testing tool, and different organizations like schools can compete with each other. If they use the same benchmark system, they can learn from each other through their communication and become more competitive. Next, I will briefly introduce the successful implementation of the benchmarking system in education. The first one is called the European Quality Benchmarking System. It's combined by the quality benchmarking found in the quality management with the schools and educators' development purpose. And the second one is the national benchmarking test in academic literacy. It enables the educators to learn their students' efficiency and deficiency in the academic learning. So the teachers can learn their students well. And the third one is the consortial benchmarking system. It's a special benchmarking system which the benchmarks are often carried out by a third party, and members in this system can form a consortium. They can learn from the successful organizations and become more competitive. All in all, the benchmarking system can be very useful in education.
Okay, I want to describe implementations benchmarking in education. Since the 1990s, benchmarking has been introduced to education, especially higher education, such as colleges or universities. According to the basic analysis approach of benchmarking management, the specific implementation of higher education benchmarking management mainly focus on 3 ways: the selection of higher education systems, the determination of the index systems, and the selection of approaches on gap analysis. The first method is to select higher education universities consist of 3 principles: optimality, similarity, and feasibility. Next, the second method is to determine the index systems, which refer to the primary indicators and the secondary indicators. In the first indicators, the selection is based on the actual development of colleges and universities. And in the process of selecting second indicators, on the basis of setting the result indicators, the driving indicators also be added. Finally, the third method is to make comparative analysis, which compare current development situation of universities themselves with the selected universities of benchmarking. The comparative analysis can be further divided into two parts: the measurement of gap between universities themselves and the selected benchmarking universities on each performance indicators, making in-depth analysis on causes of the gap, the possible catch-up path, and the possibilities of catching up. Okay.
Benchmarking has clear results in practical implementation, but benchmarking in educational practice includes the following advantages and disadvantages. There are 4 advantages. First, educators can share their experiences with other members of the school organization during the benchmarking process, so that they can better make strategic development plans. Secondly, benchmarking can improve the management efficiency of the school and serve the weak links of the school to achieve sustainable development according to the goal of schoolwork performance. Furthermore, educational administrators can use benchmarking tools to innovate to better meet the needs of schools and society. Finally, educational organizations can utilize benchmarking to implement their overall quality management. Okay, the second is the disadvantage. First, unreasonable use of benchmarking will result in plagiarism. Second, models in higher education systems hinder benchmarking. Third, benchmarking is complex and expensive, requiring a lot of time and effort from educators. Finally, it may not be possible to determine which potential partner organizations is the best until the benchmarking collection and comparison of data is undertaken. This is our presentation. Thank you.